Yo, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Everybody. Yeah, it's your voice. Stats. Hold on. Yeah, it's your boy Stats. More than hate. You know. There's a couple of things I want to mention, yo. There's so many things that's happened over these last couple of days. Even certain little pussios in certain chat, video chat sections talking shit. You get me? Fucking Forrest Gump motherfuckers run. You know what? Yeah. Let me just say this quick here. I mean, you ever heard of a window warrior? Do you know what a window warrior is? What we call in the UK window warrior, yeah, is somebody that talks. It's a bit like an internet gangster, you know. Someone just keeps talking shit. Yeah, so like, yeah, I'm about to come across one of these window warriors, yeah, internet gangsters yesterday. I told him to call my bluff. He didn't want to call my bluff. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? I got no time for these fucking idiots here. These Tommy clowns here. Straight clowns. All they keep saying is, Tommy's right. Look at the facts. Look at the thing about, listen, we know that there's ratchet people out there. We know that. But not every black person is. You shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, man. Just shut your fucking mouth here. Get me? Or we can even boil it down to like this. Not every black person in America is like that. So shut your mouth. It's certain of you here that are fucking being dumbed down here and fucking brain tested on, basically, if you know what I'm trying to say. Brainwashed and shit, experimented on. You know, they might focus more on damage, putting shit in the food and water where they be. You know, I mean, look at all the chaos that goes on in Chirac. Look at the chaos that goes on in Chirac alone. Just alone. You know, it's like the targeted one place. Think of it, man. Open up your fucking... If that's the case, yeah, if it's all black people, how come all black people around America ain't doing the exact same thing? How come it's not a major shutdown? Y'all are stupid, man. No, not even y'all. I'm sorry, everybody. Not y'all. Just certain of y'all. You know what I'm trying to say? Just certain of y'all. These Tommy followers that believes his hype. Anyway, let me just come off that because I'm done with that. Get me? I don't even speaking about that clown. You know what I'm saying? I had to block him. So anyway, let me move to something else. Let me just tell you what I was just doing right now. Actually, I was just watching YouTube, and one of Tommy's videos came up. And you remember the video where Tommy started streaming to tell us about some girl that accused him, some woman that accused him of rape and stuff like that. But a guy told the story. Remember, if you remember clearly, Tommy holds up his laptop here, and this guy's face is on there, and he's talking, and the guy's telling you basically what she told him, and all about the remote control gates and shit like that. You know what I'm trying to say, right? There was certain things you have to listen to. In fact, go back and listen to that video, yeah. And Tommy makes noise about certain things, like the remote control. And let me try to think of what else it was. So, like you would say, like, everybody knows, and the camera situation, everybody knows I've got cameras in my place. So it's a surprise that she didn't, yeah. And everybody knows, what was the other thing he said? And everybody knows that he hasn't got a remote control for his gates. So this obviously means that it's lies. You know what I'm trying to say? This is what Tommy is saying. But it's the rest of the shit. You see, that he spoke out loud and proud about the fact that everybody knows about got cameras in his house, and everybody knows that he hasn't got a remote control for his gate or whatever. Yeah. He didn't talk so loud and proudly about most of the rest of the things. Take note, it's like, you know, when he started to read out, it was like he was reading out what the guy said. After he watched the video, it's like then he started reading something, and it's basically what the guy was saying. And when he's reading it out, he's not denying, like, He's not denying it. I mean, he's turning around and telling us to do like, yeah, right. Like, I'm gonna threaten her. I'm gonna pull out a gun. This is the female we're talking about. The one that Tommy only threatens females. Wake up, people. Understand where I'm coming to you from now. Wake up, yeah. What have you heard Tommy doing in any situation? Even when mans have come up to him, he's diverted to the female. Sarnetta's thing. Go back and watch it. Yeah, man was up in his face after he punched him and shit. And then when it all stopped, like after he, like was all up in his face and shit. Yeah, and then when that stopped, yeah, when it calmed down a little bit, before he went upstairs, yeah, he turned around and said something like he would punch that bitch, talking about another woman shit. I can't remember the words he said, yo. I can't remember the words he said, but he said he made a remark to a female that woman was blah blah blah. I should have punched her, or I should have done something. You know what I'm talking about, innit? So he said basically, that woman was just standing there too. I should have knocked her out, or should have punched her in the face, or punched her in the stomach. I can't remember which one it was he said, but Tommy always aims beef towards the woman. Now he's starting to get brave. You can see him kind of standing up like and talking, shouting back at man and that in the street where he meets him up. But anyway, let me go back onto the subject. Tommy always bigs up the fact that he would love to fight a woman. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, what makes you think that part of this isn't really true? Like, isn't true? Like, I mean, it's believable. I can actually see Tommy going on like a bitch, breaking down like a fucking bitch and doing this shit. I can see him do it. Now maybe because this is kind of an old video, I'm guessing. Yeah, maybe I'm completely wrong, and parts of this has come out to say that it was all a lie, but I don't believe it as such. I mean, I've got a video where a lady's talking about the fact when she met up with Tommy. Tommy wanted, I'll post the video. I'll put the video up. I will put the video up. But I'm sure most of y'all have seen it anyway. One woman saying that she dated Tommy or some shit like that, and he started going on like a bitch and things like that. And I spoke to a few people. Tommy tried to meet to a few females, like, you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, what I'm saying is this. It's not hard to believe that Tommy would actually pull out a gun on a female. Call her. We know how he talks to females anyway, so I believe that he was like shouting at her, cussing her down, running her down. I believe that part. You know what I'm trying to say? We know he boasts about the fact that he's got many sex tapes. So she probably turned around and did kick up a fuss. You know what I'm trying to say? Tommy probably turned around and reached for the gun. She seen him reach for the gun, and she probably panicked. You know what I'm trying to say? Remember, there's two different perspectives of the story being told. Yeah, she's told hers. Tommy's told that, and Tommy's telling you he's doing it in a sarcastic way, where to say, "Don't be stupid when I do that." Ha 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 ha, laughing at us. So when we're watching it, yeah, we can believe that it's actually stupid. The way he's laughing after certain things, we can believe it. We can believe Tommy, like, to say it's stupid, but nah, not when you know the nigga. Not when you know the nigga. When you know the nigga and you know he's the kind to probably rape a bitch, beat a bitch, all that shit. You know he's that type. You know he shouts and cuss down woman. You know he does this shit. So what's so hard to not believe? Ask yourself that question. What's so hard to not believe? Real talk, little bitch boy Tommy. Okay, so now let's move on a little bit more. There's so many things I want to just like chat about, yeah. But let's keep it popping just a bit more. Okay then. I was watching today True Freeman's stream, yeah, and there's something about it I wanted to kind of talk about as well. You know, I'm trying to think what it was talking about. What was they talking about? All three of them on the phone. And shouts that corner as well, because he was touching up on some on some like points still. That's why I have to give a little shout out. But fucking, I'm just sorry, people. All right, I'm sorry, people. Like, I can't really remember what it was I wanted to say about the True Freeman stream. Um, Damn, I can't remember. I cannot remember what it was I was touching upon. God damn. All right then. So now we're gonna move on to what another thing that happened over on Facebook. Something happened over on Facebook. We've been talking about a number of things, yo. In fact, I'm gonna jump into it. I was speaking to some woman who must have been or lesbian, probably still is a lesbian. I don't know. Now, everybody, right? This is my views. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's kind of more than just views, yeah. It's kind of factual shit, because that's what I like to deal with, factual shit. But at the same time, it's kind of points as well. But I'm gonna be mixing it with facts. So it's gonna be like my view, but facts as well. So you're gonna hear facts from it, yeah. Right, now me and this woman was talking, and she mentioned the fact that she used to have a girlfriend or something like that, and then I no wait there. I'm trying to think how it worded, like the fact that she used to have a girlfriend, and I was like, yeah. Now you see, like I was like this. That you see the point that, like I was saying, that disrupts the balance kind of thing. Basically, like it's not right. Gayism and lesbianism. No, I'm trying to say like lesbians. I can't even say the word. Yeah, I said it's basically not right. It's not part of a life cycle. You know what I'm trying to say? So she started to get a little bit mad. I wasn't even being angry with her or nothing. I was just telling her the truth. She was like, how isn't it? She said, how is it? Everything revolves on balance and stuff like that. And I said, yeah, but that's not part of balance. Listen, you got to understand something here. You got to understand something. Right. See, when it comes to lesbians, that's just a play thing. I don't worry about lesbians and I don't care about them at the same time, if you know what I mean, because it's a play thing. There might be real emotions fixed between the two and shit like that, but there's no damage involved. You know what I'm trying to say? You'll get what I mean in a minute. There's no damage involved. The only damage that can be really placed is between two men, which is like, gays. So then the conversation went on to like this. I then said, so we are here for one reason: to live, bring life and live on. That's what our reason is, yeah, for being here. That's a reason to life. And I said, how can two men and two women accomplish that mission? She started to get mad about the fact. I was like, yo, you don't have to get mad about it. I'm just being real. Like, you gotta think about it. That's not balanced. That's not. She said, sure, yes, it is balanced. I said, how is that balanced? I said, yeah, because you got straight couples over there, and you've got gays in that over there. So that's balance. That weighs it out. Are you trying? And she said, are you trying to say, yeah, that that the population count has dropped since gays have been about? I said, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's risen either. But how do you know? Do you know that? And she was like, that then we just come to a stuck end board. But we ended up she ended up putting down the phone on me after a bit, because the truth. Listen, when the truth comes out, yeah, people ain't ready to hear it. So I'm gonna say something that I have learned here. That I actually did learn this year. Right? You see, gays and lesbians, yeah, are to a degree disabled, but they can still function enough to live a working life. That's why they haven't put a disabled tag on it. It's like a disease. I did actually learn this, you know, to be gay or lesbian is a disease, because that's not the shape of life. You cannot move forward in life being gay or lesbian. You cannot bring life to life being gay or lesbian. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm just trying to tell you what I've learned. And like I'm saying, each their own. You're gonna be gay, you're gonna be gay, you're gonna be lesbian, you're gonna be lesbian. But I'm telling you, order, natural order of life and how life is run. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm telling you, like, the core of it. I'm not telling you what's fair and what's like equal. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to say, you know what I'm trying to say? Get me? I'm not trying to put it into a category where, like, freedom of speech or you should be able to have a choice and where. I'm just telling you order of life and creation and how to live on that, and that is how it is. That's how it is. Come on. So you know, I just wanted to put that out there. Maybe the person will hear this shit, who knows. Yeah, I'm gonna put a video up of my brethren, and he's gonna be talking about the nigger word, the N word, and if white people should be allowed to use it or not. So I'm gonna probably tag that video. I mean, not tag it. It's gonna be up with this video right here. Yeah. Let me just try and think. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Is there anything else I wanted to touch upon? Or should I give Tommy a quick 5 minutes of attacking? I might as well. Okay, so Tommy, like, now it's plain to see you're either that. In fact, no, let me start that again. People have said to me a million, like, lots, like, throughout most of the time of being on YouTube, that Tommy's very clever. Tommy's very, very clever. This, that, and the other. And I'm like, I was like, no, he's not. He's a fucking retard. He's a fucking idiot. But let me say this now. Tommy, either you're clever or you're just somebody who's happy-go-lucky. I don't believe you're clever at all. You might be good at certain things, but you ain't clever. And I got another thing I want to say to you. We keep attacking you, especially me, about you and white supremacy and shit. Have you signed, Tommy, to the Illuminati? In fact, let me say that again. Have you ever had an offer to sign to the Illuminati? Will you answer this question? I doubt it very much. I think you're just going to blank this question. And I know you watch my videos. I think you're actually going to run from this question, because I've got evidence. Well, no. Sorry. I haven't got evidence. But I got reasons to understand or to believe that Illuminati's approached you. I've got reasons to believe that they've approached you. I mean, if they can approach me and they can approach somebody else I know, and they're not on some big, like, fan base thing, but they're talking certain things and shit like that, yeah. Anyway, if they can approach me and they can approach somebody else that I know, yeah, I'm thinking to myself, they must have approached you. I mean, they've got to have approached you. Like I said, you ain't gonna admit shit to this, because I already admitted you get your back-end payments, and that's what the back-end payments are, in it, Tommy. That's what your back-end payments are, isn't it, Tommy? So now, me saying this, I had to sit back and think about exactly what I said. If Tommy has signed to the Illuminati or something like that, yeah, wouldn't he be throwing up signs, covering the one eye and shit? and you know, I don't know what other, you know, there's many aside. So people, I want you to look out for certain signs and shit. Like, now whether I'm right about this or not, it still doesn't change the fact that he's getting backhanded payments. You know what I'm trying to say? It don't change the facts of it, don't change shit, because okay, because as you can see, he works for white supremacy. As you can see, he works for white supremacy. You know, Tommy is controlling. Okay then, for somebody to sit online and demand white people go around killing blacks freely, and that video don't get took down. Name one video that Tommy's told white people to go around killing niggas and it's being took down. Name one. Tommy's give orders to go and kill niggas, go and shoot niggas. Has that video been took down? Has anybody ever tried to get that video took down? Has anybody ever took that video to the cops or whatever, yeah, and said, listen to what this nigga say? You just give out an order to go around killing niggas? I know the cops probably wouldn't do nothing, they probably agree, but that's just blatant evidence right there, isn't it? How many videos has Tommy told white people to go and kill niggas? I'm just saying, like, there's so much free work out there for people to just go and pick up on and start attacking Tommy with. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. There's too much work out there. There's too much. Like, I come across so many videos in a C point, and I think to myself, damn, which one am I going to deal with first? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I sometimes don't even end up dealing with the ones that are most important. I need to go back through the science lab, see the videos, and pick and just start jumping on them, because I've got too much things going on right now, yeah. But you know, the fight for life is most important. So anyway, Tommy's got these people brainwashed to a T, yo. Like I said, I was arguing in my chat with some guy, and the shit that he was saying, he actually believes this shit. He's a fucking idiot. Now, it could be Tommy. Nah, it wasn't Tommy. It wasn't Tommy. In fact, I'm sure there was a woman called Cuban Savage or something like that, and the guy who had no pick, acting like he's that nigga. This is a runaway nigga. Get me? Someone like, you know what? I'm not gonna spit like that at the moment. I'm gonna take care of that in my own time. But savage, these little boys, man. Little boys to men, boys to gay men. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let me put down some words about who's to blame with all this like kids being brought up wrong. Yeah, let me give you my verdict, my story about it. Yeah, and I've already just give a good example not a minute ago. Well, no, I didn't. I was just talking about bringers of life and shit. But okay, would you agree it takes two to tango? Would you agree it takes two to tango? Go to a club, everybody, and start tangoing. It takes two. Yeah. Would you agree? Yeah, it takes two to fucking cook a baby. Would you then agree if you don't take two to do all that shit? If you don't take two to do all that shit, what makes you think that it's gonna only take one to bring up a kid? What makes you think it's only gonna take one to bring up a kid? Now, I've told this story before. And I'm going to say it again. Life used to work just like this. A woman would handle the business at home, shit like this, and kids and whatever. Man would go out and work. Now, the kids at home with the woman, the mom, should I say, grow to know the mom and know how to work the mom and know how to tease the mom and know how to get around the mom. After a while, they start pissing off the mom. You know what I'm trying to say? To a point where mom would start threatening them in certain ways, and the kids ain't listening, they don't care. But then the mum would turn around and say, okay, wait until your father or your dad gets home, watch what happens, full stop. Now, can you guess what would happen as soon as he walks in through the door when he gets home? Can you guess what would happen? I think you all know the answer, innit? I think you know the answer. The look on the kid's face and how they react in it. It's a big change in it. The change in it. The whole persona just changed in it. They're no more a bad boy or whatever. Like they'll start acting all good and shit, happy to see their dad just got home. I'm talking kids. I'm not talking no teenagers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking no teenagers. So yeah, so you see the look on their face in it, and you see the fear, like, you get me, and the hoping that mom doesn't say nothing. You know what I'm trying to say? All these things are going on. Why? And why is that? You get me? And that, in that itself, it brings in a certain kind of order in the family home. Kids fear the father, but also loves the father, and love after mother, because the mother's their guide light in the dark. You know what I'm saying? They're the light in the dark. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, every man looks at a wife, they say, in their mother's image, so they say. But at the same time, every man wants to feel like a kid again around their woman. You see, you can't feel like that around anything else on your own and shit. You know what I'm trying to say? See, that certain connection that happens once you're with the partner. See how things can grow once you're with a partner. And I'm on about other opposite sex, innit? You get me? Because things grow that way. Y'all gotta understand shit, man. So let me get back on point. The black woman bringing up kids on her own is a form of destruction. You all know white supremacy put the order in a very long time ago for the black woman to keep the black man out of the household. You know the black woman basically has brain damage when it comes to respect level of the black man. They've been tormented and everything over it. Years and years and years and years of stress watching their men, us should I say, but their partners, I'm speaking in that kind of term, watching the men, yeah, getting beat down, fucked up, basically probably raped with all kind of tools and shit, sticks stuck up their ass, like, you know what I'm saying, hanged, heads chopped off, dicks chopped off, all that shit. They had to stand by and watch it and then get raped, or get raped and then watch that shit happening to them and get raped again. You listen, none of y'all know what happened, what they had to go through. You get me? For their head to get all mashed up. And a lot of you like to talk shit about, like, women, like the voice, like voices and shit, like what do you say, like black women sound like men and shit like that. Listen, y'all are just fucking idiots. Get me? So why the white woman sits back and relax and has that nice life, no stress, none of that shit's gone on in the past families and that, and it's gone through into the generation, through the kids. It's just been inbred. This has been going on for thousands of years, but you get my idea in it. Hundreds of years. This has been going on. This has been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's conditioned. It is absolutely conditioned, you know. You get me? You get me? Like, but it's funny. It's funny because I'm going to show you how the tables have turned. I hear motherfuckers on here saying, and they even said it to me when I had a thing with Tommy, what's it called, that debate, whatnot. They said, look how he's acting like a woman. Hold the phone. Since when was it the woman's job to be acting all loud and crazy and wanting to fight? When was it the woman's job to be acting loud and crazy and wanting to fight? You see how fucked up in your mind you all are? That's the man's job. Anybody who needs to be peaceful and quiet, it's the woman. So you that just don't, especially you, Tommy. You're fucking, you know what? You're so backwards. You see the words that you put out. I can see why minds are all fucked up. You actually putting it out there that the females are supposed to be loud and ratchet, not the men. The men are supposed to be all quiet and gay like Simpson and whatnot. Are all supposed to be all soft like tissue. This is the message you're putting out. Not fighters. Not fighters. That's why you man are quick to pick up gun, innit? Like, yo, listen. Oh my God. Listen. The whole routine over there is twisted and backwards. So understand something. Let me just get back on target. You ain't not gonna have a successful baby brought up in the right way with right two partners unless that woman, if she's on her own, obviously the woman, she's got some money on her and she lives in a good place and she can afford to live life kind of easy, you know, not around no kind of madness and shit, you know what I'm trying to say? Or and vice versa for man and rare tear, you know what I'm trying to say? That's the only way. Either way, it takes two to tango. It takes two to cook a baby, and it takes two to bring a baby up. It needs both love in the family from the mom and the father. The father teaches the baby how to hunt. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say hunt? Do you understand what I mean when I say hunt? The father teaches the baby how to hunt. You get me? And the baby gets all this love and nourishment from the mother. You get me? And then them two combinations right there, you make a, you know, them two combinations right there, you know what I'm saying, will make that baby feel protected. Now, you know what, I just thought of something else saying that. I was just about to go on that paedophile thing. So now we got niggas thinking they can go and fuck step daughters and shit. Tommy putting out the words saying she should have knew not to leave him in the house with his daughter, with her daughter. Is this what we come to? We can't even bring up kids without y'all perving like you want to rape them. Can't do that. You can't do that. You know what, America? You need to look out of America more often and look at the rest of the world and see what they're doing. And then you'll see how different you are. I mean, you're not listening to me. You're not listening. Oh, and you know what? I did make a big statement saying America, like I'm talking to all y'all, innit? You know me though, innit? You get me? You know me, innit? You know I got my Shaolin warriors out there, the believers, the true fighters and shit. So you know I'm not talking to y'all. You know I'm not talking to y'all. You exactly know who I'm directing this to, innit? Soto, Wasteman Nation. That's who I'm directing this shit to. That's who's getting this. That's who this message is going to. Real talk, yo. Real talk. And anybody dumbed down, yeah, are automatically in Soto Nation's category. Even if they haven't heard of them, Soto Nation and shit. But these are the people I'm wording. These are the people. Because I can see I got freedom fighters over there and they're trying to push the word, but it's getting spat back in their face here. With all this dumb logic and rhetoric that's coming back out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for successful upbringing, you know what I'm saying? It takes two. Hey Tommy, you know your daughter, you know her mother. Is she moved on? Has she got a man? I bet she hasn't it. Tell the truth, she hasn't it. Is that why your daughter's so good, blood? Is that why your daughter is so good? And she moved on, got a nice husband around, a nice man or whatever you want to call it, yeah, and he's just doing the right thing. Think you can, you know, elaborate on that, you know, add something to that. We'd like to know. We would like to know how come your daughter is such a good girl, because it's not you. You haven't put nothing to it. Having her like let's say 4 times out of a year does not make you a good father, blood. And it just shows you haven't put nothing to it. You want to talk? You might talk about fucking, yeah. Well, no. I was gonna say you might say you put money down for her and shit like that, but that's irrelevant. You know it's irrelevant. You know it's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? That's irrelevant because that don't mean shit. She don't even know it's come through. It's not like you send her money and the mom turns around to her and says, "Oh, your dad just sent, I don't know, let me $2,000, 2,000." I doubt it. She turns around and says that. She turns around and tells the daughter every time you send some money, if you even do, because you pay child support. So that's like, you know, it's a must. So she don't have to thank nobody for that because you're not handling your business, except for your YouTube business, that is. All right. So I'm gonna put my boy's video at the end of this. I'm also gonna put a Donald Trump video on this. Let me think. Or should I just, you know what, actually, look out for these videos. I'm gonna upload this straight away onto YouTube, and then I'm gonna put a video up because I've got a new channel called 7 Deadly Sins, and I'm just gonna putting up some mad Vine video, like mad media videos, like madness videos, like that I've been catching, but I don't know what to do with them. So I want to just show y'all what's going on in parts of the world. Get me? Craziness, yo. Watch when you see this. Okay then, so look out for them videos. It's your boy More Than Hate. I just thought I'd stop by, say a couple things. Let me think, is there anything else I want to touch upon? You know, I tell you what, if the videos ain't attached to this, then yeah, just look out for them. Depending how long this is, yeah, I might add it on the end. But anyway, blesses. It's your boy More Than Hate. I'll catch you later, yo.